way. And now it's time to meet the boxers. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner wearing the blue shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone, 6 pounds and 4 ounces. A veteran of 56 professional contests, including 11 wins. 2 of his wins come by way of knockout. He comes to us from London and goes by the name of the Camden Caretaker. It's Robbie Chapman. And his opponents across the ring fighting out of the red corner wearing the white and red shorts. He weighed in at 12 stone and 7 pounds and comes to the ring unbeaten as a professional. His record consists of 7 wins against no losses. With 2 draws, 3 of his wins come by way of knockout. Presenting to you a former Polish Olympic team member. He comes to us from Manchester by way of Poland. It's Ryszard
Second fight of the night here at Bowlers on the latest Black Flash promotion show, and it's Ryszard Lewicki fighting on Robbie Chapman, taking this fight on late notice. Up super middleweight this. Ryszard unbeaten, used to box for Poland, boxed in the Olympic Games, and coming off a really good win. He went down to London and beat William Webber, stopped him in the 5th round. That was an eliminator for the English title, and he'll be fighting Rhys Farnell for that title in the not too distant future. So important that Ryszard doesn't lose focus here tonight, gets the business done, and then just waits for that date.
Good to see Ryszard back on a Black Flash show as well. Last time we seen him, it was a good fight. Didn't get the decision that he wanted. It wasn't a loss. But yeah, it's good to see him back. Obviously, he got his win on his last fight, and just good to see him back in the ring on the Black Flash show. Yeah,
he had a really good draw with the exciting Iranian, didn't he? Bahadur Karami. Last time they've had 2 draws, but a little bit unfortunate not to get the win last time. But as we say, went down to London a couple of weeks later and got that career best win over William Webber, and that puts him in line for his title. So yeah, really good to see him. Really skillful boxer, Ryszard, but at times he just forgot what he was doing and got dragged into fights, and I think that used to infuriate Pat Barrett, but I think Pat's really got into his head in the last sort of 3 or 4 months, and we've seen a disciplined Ryszard here, and that's what Pat's like, Milan, isn't it? You've got to listen to him, you've got to do things the way he wants it doing.
Most definitely, and Pat's camps before the fights, they are just hard. You can't even have your phone in the gym.
That's how it should be. No selfies during training, Milan.
Yeah, he's old school, isn't he, Pat?
But yeah, Ryszard, the message looks like it's sunk into him. He's got a really good jab. I know his manager, Kevin Marie, really thinks he's got an underrated jab, and he looks like he's boxing to plan here tonight. Not getting drawn into fights, and just concentrating on his skills. First round coming under to an end here. Nice little double jab there from Ryszard. Gets Chapman in the corner, and he'll be pretty happy with that first round. There we've got Matt Bolton, who's a fighter Lewis Wood is in the top of the bill later on tonight in the title, and Pat Barrett giving the instructions in the corner. Ryszard definitely respects Pat, I think Milan, doesn't he? You know, he's been in that gym for quite a while now, and he respects how Pat goes about things, and I think he respects what Pat's telling him.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the stuff that Pat does for his fighters is, you know, is a good guy to be under, to be honest. And he's always bringing the best out of people, Pat. He tells you what you need to sort out, and if you don't sort it out, then you won't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's his way or the highway, isn't it?
Well, that's it.
We go round 2. Just shaking himself out, Ryszard Lewicki. Took this on really short notice for Camden caretaker Robbie Chapman, and he wants us. He didn't want to tell us what he should have ring walked to, but he wanted us to let you know that that wasn't his choice of ring walk music. He had something else planned, but he just decided to get on with it anyway.
And remember, if you are watching, remember to like, subscribe, share if you can, and also drop us some questions in the chat, and also let us know, you know, who you come to watch.
Chapman doing a decent job of just staying safe here. He's not throwing much, but he's not giving Lewicki any openings really to work with. Staying safe and moving round the ring. Nice tight guard, and it's up to Ryszard to try and figure out a way to break through that guard, figure out a way to hurt him.
Yeah, a bit of swelling there in Chapman's eye.
Yeah, I missed that, Milan. Yeah, good spot. Yeah, that'll probably come in from that jab of Ryszard's. Heads just came together close there. That jab's the key for Lewicki, and that'll be the key as he goes on through the levels. Good tidy boxer when he remembers to do it, when he concentrates on the game plan. And when he fights Reece Farnell, he'll definitely need to stick to the game plan. Reece is all out aggression. Big puncher, likes to have a fight, and Ryszard's going to have to stick to his boxing and not get involved in that. But can't wait to watch that one. That'll be one of the best fights in the Northwest for the remainder of the year. And we've seen, Milan, haven't we, just the difference it makes to fighters when there's a title on the line.
A question in the chat there, when will Lewis be on? So Lewis is the last fight of the night. Should be coming on around 9:45.
Yeah, stay tuned. Still a couple of fights to go before then, including this one. Ryszard Lewicki knocking up the second round in the bag there against Robbie Chapman.
If the fight does come on a little bit earlier as well, we will be letting you know. Question in the chat there for me. I think you work with my mum. Is she called Erica? No, that's my answer.
Seconds, corners. Seconds out, round 3.
Third round here. Robbie Chapman, the Camden caretaker's made the journey up, and he's taking on Ryszard Lewicki. Third round, Lewicki got the first two in the bag pretty comfortably. Busy fighter, Chapman. This is his 8th fight this year. Mixes with some good people. Jack Armfield, who's got a big fight down in London tonight, Birmingham, sorry, against Zach Parker. Andrew Robinson generally goes the distance, so he's a tough night's work for anybody, Robbie. But so far, Lewicki's gone southpaw now, just working on a few different things. And as I was just saying in the last round there, Milan, we're talking about Lewicki fighting for the English title. When there's a title on the line, we see it on these Black Flash shows, it brings something else out of the fighters, doesn't it? Just look at that Lewis fight when he won the title against John Edwardson last time. It adds a different dimension, doesn't it? It
does. It's like the higher the stakes, the higher the quality.
It's a good opportunity for Ryszard Lewicki to work on things here before that fight with Farnell. We saw him southpaw, we've seen him working his jab, and Pat will be wanting him to just go through the gears a little bit. Just try a few little different things out. Probably be a long, hard fight with Farnell, and Lewicki won't be able to do the same thing from start to finish. He'll need a few different looks to his game, so a perfect opportunity to work on what he's been practicing in the gym this. And so far, so good. Good little burst there from Chapman, though. He's not quite as wild as Victor Adaga, is he, Milan?
He's definitely not, but at the same time, you know, different styles of fighting and, you know, different fights just adds that little bit different. It's nice to mix up, you know, the fights that are going on throughout tonight. Yeah. And we'll probably see a few more different types as well.
Yeah, styles make fights, as they say. Just had a couple of little attacks here. Robbie Chapman, I don't know if that's maybe because his legs are getting a little bit tired from all the moving and he's having to stand a little bit, or whether he just wants to keep Ryszard off. But pretty straightforward stuff here for Ryszard Lewicki so far. Ends with a nice little flurry while Chapman's in the corner. One body shot got through there, and another round in the bank for Ryszard Lewicki. Fourth round, 3 in the bank so far for Ryszard Lewicki. Let's see if he can come up with anything a little bit different here. Otherwise, Camden Caretaker, Robbie Chapman will just happily make his way to the end of the fight. Oh, nice little dip, feint and right hand there from Lewicki. What would you like to see from Ryszard, Milan?
I'd love for him to just continue what he's doing. I think what he's doing it, you know, he's doing it well. It's working for him.
Back on his toes, Chapman. He held his feet a little bit more in that last round, but just deciding to give Ryszard a little bit of movement. Just trying to stay safe, really. There's no real ambition in what Robbie Chapman's doing. But I think the main thing we need to see from Ryszard Lewicki tonight is that he doesn't get wild and doesn't start just trading punches, because that'll get him into trouble against these better guys.
A little bit messy like that.
Yeah, that's where we've seen him draw, isn't it, against Bajador, where he's got involved in a fight. when he boxes, he's always been really good. Little burst there from Ryszard Lewicki. Chapman defended it well, but as you spotted earlier, Milan has just got a little bit of a swelling around that right eye. So definitely some punches are landing from Ryszard. Bit of a quiet spell in the fight here. Onus is on Lewicki to change it up though. Chapman will be more than happy to just get to the end of a fight, having taken it on a few hours' notice. Crowd's filling up Milan, isn't it, here at Bowlers?
It is, yeah. Atmosphere is good as well.
Looking around, I can see a few well-known faces. We've got Pete Naylor, who's becoming a bit of a favourite, big heavyweight from over in Bradford. He's at ringside. You can see Matthew Hall, one of my favourite fighters from Collyhurst and Moston. Good fighter, Matthew, good guy as well. Zelfa Barrett, I've just seen walk in, former world title challenger, awaiting his next opportunity. Plenty of big names here at Black Flash shows as usual. Just tidying up Robbie Chapman's hair there in the corner. Here's the fifth round. Ryszard Lewicki, Robbie Chapman. Robbie just threatens to come out and throw a big right hand, but he was never going to do it.
Nice little combination there from Chapman.
Action just picking up, a little bit of a clinch there, and Ryszard just letting a couple of shots go. Apparently we're having a couple of little problems with the sound. We're just trying to work it out. Let us know if everything's okay, but everything looks okay at our end. Nice little attack there from Ryszard Lewicki. Just pinning Chapman on the ropes, landing a couple of body shots. And Chapman did well to just escape. So we'll get Milan to run again through the rest of the card. You missed that, I think, while the sound was out. We'll get that at the end of the round. Good, solid display this from Ryszard Lewicki so far.
Yeah, very comfortable and confident in the ring. He's setting his punches up. He's getting them in there, and they're hitting.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
Exactly. Confident guy outside the ring as well. Ryszard, a real good guy, really sure of where he's going, and seems like was telling me at the press day on Wednesday that he's confident now. He's happy with his style. He knows exactly what he's capable of. And he's just looking forward to bigger and better things. he thinks he's made for title level and unbeaten so far. Won an eliminator, you can't really question that. We're about to see what he's made of. Real big fight that with Rhys Farnell. But business to concentrate on here tonight, and so far everything going to plan against Robbie Chapman. Fifth round coming to an end. It just ends with Lewicki going into Chapman's corner. Did it voluntarily. Robbie didn't force him there, and Chapman sits down before his stool. Actually gets in the ring there. A little bit tired. Been nice, comfortable night's work this for Ryszard Lewicki. It's exactly what he needed.
Seconds out for the sixth and final round.
Sixth and final round here. Ryszard Lewicki against Robbie Chapman. We think a couple of the sound issues are we have to turn the sound down in between rounds, and at times because of copyright issues you get flagged up if music that's playing in the arena goes out over a live broadcast, so some of the times the sound is just a little bit lower, but apparently you can hear the commentary, and that's the important thing. Nice work there from Ryszard Lewicki, just using his feet to get in and out. Nice straight punches, not giving Chapman the opportunity to fire anything back, and he's had this in hand from the first second, hasn't he, Milan? This has been really straightforward for Ryszard.
Most definitely.
Still 3 fights to come. We've got George Killeen against Joe Hardy, Muhammad Ali against John Henry Mascara, and then the title fight topping the bill at the end of the night. We've got Lewis Wood against Farrakat Ali for the Central Area Super Featherweight title. Nice jab there from Ryszard, just made Robbie miss with that right and came back with a jab and just misses with a left hook, but it's been good this from Ryszard.
Definitely, he'll be happy with his performance tonight.
Yeah, nothing's gone wrong, no cuts, no bumps, no injuries by the looks of it, and we've seen him using his boxing, seen him using his ability, which is all we've ever wanted to see from Ryszard. He's kept his concentration for 6 rounds. Of course, things will get much harder than opponents who'll come to really win. Now, Robbie's been here to do a job tonight, but Ryszard's definitely got the skill to do it. Now we've just got to see him actually do that in the ring.
Nice left hand there.
Yeah, it was. Robbie's done well here, actually, defensively. You can see the finish line now, just raising his hand. There's the clapper for the last 10 seconds. Little final burst from Ryszard Lewicki, but another good night's work for Robbie Chapman, and Ryszard will be happy with that as well. Referee there, Steve Gray, just totting up the scores. We'll get an official announcement from our MC Aki Kareem any second now, but pretty one-sided stuff there for Ryszard Lewicki. We're assuming he'll stay unbeaten. Maybe we shouldn't assume after the result of the first fight, but we're assuming he'll stay unbeaten and move on towards that English title fight. And then we shall grab the winner, Ryszard Lewicki, with our ringside interviewer Eleanor, and she'll grab a few words. Here we go, here's the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both boxers. After 6 rounds of boxing, we go to scoring. Referee Steve Gray's scorecard, which reads as follows: 60 points to 54 points in favor of your winner, Ryszard Lewicki.
Yeah, as predicted, you can see how much it means to Ryszard. He goes on to that English title fight. He'll be very happy, Milan, won't he, with that?
Most definitely.